Hey guys, welcome to the 2024 What I've Been Listening to Awards, hosted by me, Lila, me. This is some fake awards that I am presenting to songs that were on the What I've Been Listening to shorts that I've been making for TikTok. And originally was making for YouTube and then stopped. I do plan to post them on YouTube again starting this year, but this year isn't what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the 2024 ones. So let's get started. First up is the Quadruple Platinum Award. And this goes to the artist who was on the yearly playlist not once, not twice, not 3 times, but a whole 4 times. And this award goes to Halsey. Specifically, we're gonna give it to her latest album because I'm pretty sure every single song that was on the playlist came off of this album. So congrats, Halsey. Also, you will be on the January 2025 list as well. So you're gonna have 5 songs in this playlist. Congrats. Okay, second award is Second Time's the Charm. And this award goes to, as one might guess by, if you've seen the shorts, it goes to Eye Contact by Cassidy Pope. This song was on the first of the monthly playlists that I made, and funnily enough, I added it in on that one at last second, because I had listened to it that month, but not really a whole lot, but I had listened to it, and I needed to make sure that the playlist was more than 4 songs, so I added it. But then came November. The last weekend of November, I started listening to it again. And I listened to it so much. I was going through it with a man, and that's why I was listening to it again. But I listened to it so much that the month ended like 5 days later or something, and I forgot to put it on the November playlist because I was so distracted. And that is how I ended up on the December playlist, actually. I was still very much listening to it in December, like throughout that week, but that one weekend, that last weekend of November, this song came back in full swing. Okay, so the next award is the Double Decker Spiral. Yes, this is an award that is basically a shout out to a playlist that I made while mentally ill. Still mentally ill, but a playlist that I made while going through it while mentally ill. And so this award goes to Be Somebody by Blue October and Unglued by Stone Temple Pilots, because they were the 2 starter songs for that playlist. They are actually the only 2 songs from that playlist that made it on to that month's playlist, because they specifically were the 2 songs that I was listening to the most from that playlist over and over again. And then the other songs on that playlist were added later on. But yeah, a bitch was spiraling, and that is why it is called the Double Decker Spiral, because it's 2 songs, and I was having a time. Anyways, let's move on to the next award, which is the Not the Fetish One Would Think Award. And it goes to Mamushi by Megan Thee Stallion, featuring Yuki Chiba. I am hoping I pronounced all those words correctly. Please don't tell me if I didn't. But yeah, you would think that the fetish would be my weird thing for East Asian countries and the people, but and the culture and all that, but really more the fetish that got presented when watching that video was me realizing I'm a little gayer than I originally thought. So thanks, Megan. Was very, very, very into Megan. Was into all the other stuff going on in that video as well, but mainly Megan. And it also got me into I wouldn't call it a binging of other Megan works, but considering that, considering that, one of my following playlists had another song of hers where she was the featuring artist, I think we could say that I did kind of binge her songs to the point of repeatedly listening to a song on the soundtrack of a movie that I didn't like. So, anyways, moving on to the next award, which is exactly the fetish one would think. And this award goes to Deny by Default. I also watched this music video a lot, and the fetish that comes from it is that I like watching men get beat up. That's it. That's why this is the screenshot that I'm using. I like seeing men in distress. That's it. Okay, so the next award is Should Have Been on a List. Which sounds sketchy, but it is actually going to a song that didn't make it onto any of the monthly playlists, despite the fact that I was, in fact, listening to it. And the song is Mud Shovel by Stain. And I do think that it should have deserved a spot on one of the lists, but I honestly didn't think to add it to any of it because it's just a song that I am constantly listening to at all times. Like, it doesn't really have, like, a month that it could be assigned to. Like, I was already listening to it a lot when I started the monthly things, and it was just a song that was, like, constantly there. So I don't know. It just never made it onto the list because I don't know. It never really had a spike in listenings for me because it was always like a high listening song, and like half the time it's not even like one that I did on purpose. Like, it comes on my Pandora like a lot. If I'm listening to Pandora, it will come on at least once per session, and I'm just constantly fucking listening to it. Should have been on a list, but it wasn't. Okay, so, and then the last award is the What the Fuck Was That award. And it goes to The Key to Gramercy Park by Deadzy. Because what the fuck was that? This song, specifically this music video, took up like the entire ending of, what was it, July, I think July is the month that I had it on the playlist, but then it also took up the beginning of August, like, and I had that video on repeat constantly. If I was home, I was probably watching it, and if I was at work, I was watching it in my head. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that Tumblr post about that user and the Shrek movie where they could watch it beat for beat in their head, and that they would get in trouble with their dad for constantly watching the Shrek movie in their head. But that is what I was doing with this music video. I was watching it in my head beat for beat all the time for like a month straight, and I don't know why. No, that's not true. I know that like a good portion of why was that I have the hots for Elijah, the dude in the middle. You can't see his face. I don't think you should see his face because he looked kind of stupid in this video. Um, but I was into it. Also, I do just think that it's a fun music video. It's a lot of bright colors. They're doing a lot of stupid shit. They're making funny faces. I'm not gonna say it's a bad song because it's not. Like, it's not a great song, but it's not a bad song. So like it wasn't hard to listen to either. But yeah, no, I don't think I really listened to anything else during that month where I was watching this video. Like, it was constant. I I've gotten obsessed over music videos before. Like, I was just talking about doing that with the Mamushi video, and then a little bit with the Deny video. Like, I've overwatched those, but not to the extent that I did with this video. It was insane. Like, genuinely, what the fuck was that? What did this video do to me, and why? But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming to the awards ceremony. I'll see you next year.